Brampton should have won in convincing dominant fashion behind the play of Cameron Tyson, who had a franchise-tying three-point performance. But it was Niagara that came back in target time and made things a little more interesting. Now, ironically enough, the last time these two teams had played was against the Montreal Alliance. Brampton doing it on the road, losing to Montreal, and Niagara winning in convincing fashion at the Meridian Center. Now, tonight's matchup will look a little different than that first matchup. It'll feature two players that Niagara didn't have in reigning finals MVP Khalil Ahmad and 2024 champion and TJ Lyle. For Brampton, they'll be without their leading scorer in Sean East II. So this team will have to get creative and work together to get this victory. Now, for that analysis and for that breakdown, it's a little above my pay grade, so I'm going to toss it over to Matt and Joe. Take it away, fellas.
We haven't paid you in years, D. Thank you, guys. Matt Bonomi alongside the coach, Joe Rasso. And Joe, as D says, no Sean East tonight for Brampton away with the Denver Nuggets at summer workouts in the NBA. But that's an opportunity for this guard depth to really flex tonight for Brampton.
It certainly is, and it's a very, like, Tyrese Hunter is a great point guard. And they've got scoring in Cameron Tyson. But this is where, Jermaine Anderson has done his job. Landers Nolly playing his second game, a great scorer in France. And then they add in Taj Green. So they're good and they're prepared and ready to go.
All right, let's take a look at the matchup stats for tonight's contest between the River Lions and Honey Badgers. And this Brampton team still the top defensive team in the league, giving up just 88 points per game.
And they're doing a real good job. But the one that they're doing a super job of is that 38% as a team from the three-point line. That's a huge number when you're looking at the number of guys on this team that shoot the three. And they do a good job of rebounding. They're very good, especially the long ball rebounds.
That 38% is second in the Canadian Elite Basketball League, and Cam Tyson's been a big reason for that. 6 3-pointers per contest. That's first in the Canadian Elite Basketball League.
Yeah, that's crazy. And as Dee said, he went 9 of 15 against Niagara 10 days ago.
And Niagara also leading the league in three-point attempts per game with 31. They shoot that 33% clip. And Niagara's been pretty strong, too, with the welcoming back of Khalil Ahmad, who's got 2 games under his belt now.
Yeah, and the thing with Khalil is this is a very different team than what he was used to. So he's got to fit into this team, too. It's not a matter of him just coming back, taking the reins. This is a new coach, a lot of new personnel. So he's finding his spot on this team.
Well, for Niagara, they're trying to crawl back to 500 after starting the season 0-2, and the Honey Badgers are trying to pick up their 8th victory of the season. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be back with plenty more. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
Welcome to a new CEBL season.
It's been amazing, Canada basketball, for that platform and give guys an out.
The crowds were bigger, the players got better, the quality of the game got better.
You gotta love it, Canadian Boost.
Fasten your seatbelt tonight because we're going to have some high energy and some high flying stuff.
This is the trail. This is the real. It's all that I gotta say. I'm in my zone.
No shortage of emotion, no shortage of intensity as anticipated.
Sliding away. What a block from behind.
You don't just fuel your body, you fuel your drive. We're not here to preach hustle. We're here for the ones who show up. You know who you are. The moms who make mornings feel like magic. The runners lacing up before the scroll. The dreamers writing it down before it's real. And we're here for you. Real fruit, real fuel. Booster Juice. Fuel for what's next.
What keeps me going? Under the heat of the sun or in the heat of the moment. When climbing for even one more second seems like too much. Whether you're reaching for your goal or busy setting new ones, everyone hits their limit, but that limit has a reset. The Scientifically formulated to hydrate faster in the moments that matter. Electrolyte. Instant hydration.
Back here at the CA Center with Coach Serta. Coach, let's start with the obvious. No Sean East here this evening. How do you approach this game offensively?
Yeah, we just have to onboard our new players, Landers Nolly and Taj Green, get them acclimated to our system, and just take it one possession at a time, knowing it's not going to be perfect, but as long as we space the floor for one another, find action, good things will happen.
Now, the last game against these guys was a little more interesting than you would have liked, but this time there'll be Khalil Ahmad and TJ Lal on the other side. How do you game plan for that?
Yeah, they're a good team. They're well balanced. You know, they're defending champions for a reason. So definitely just got to make sure that we do our job one possession at a time defensively and hopefully turn those stops into easy transition points on offense.
Best of luck tonight. Back to you guys.
Thank you, D, and thank you, Coach Serta. All right, it's time to dive into the keys to the game presented by CDIC. First for the visiting River Lions.
Yeah, number one, control the ball. Defense starts with ball control. Niagara has been very poor. They finally had a decent game, I think, against Montreal, where they've got to do a better job. They're just giving up great percentage for other teams. Board before you break. This is about long rebounds, and this is where all 5 men have to board. Don't be running out if you got an opportunity. You got to finish the possession with the board, and then the offense needs flows. No ball stoppers. Niagara has had an issue all season that the ball stops and sticks. They don't need that. They need to keep it moving.
And your keys for the Honey Badgers also presented by CDIC, Joe.
Yeah, second chance opportunities. This team is great at getting offensive rebounds and getting live ball turnovers. They play for it. They do a really nice job. Paint touches by drives or kick-ins. They do a nice job of setting up their three-point shooting. They're the best three-point shooting team in the league, and particularly when it goes inside out. And then the last one is the Khalil Ahmad plan. He wasn't there June 5th. He's got 2 games under his belt. He's the key guy, and they've got to decide how to do it, and I think they've got a plan.
All right, let's meet the starters. First for the visiting River Lions, it'll be Khalil Ahmad, Nathan Kayo, Donald Carey Jr., Keontae Kennedy, and J.D. Mula. Mula coming off a 15-point, 11-board outing against Montreal. And for the Honey Badgers, it'll be Tyrese Hunter, Cam Tyson, Matthew Moncrief, Keon Ambrose Hilton, and Landers Nolly. Nolly 16 points in his debut, earning his 2nd consecutive start of the season. All right, Joe, your players to watch for each team. First for the visiting River Lions, it's Khalil Ahmad.
Yeah, he's the Lion King. Khalil Ahmad, 2-time champion. He's the clutch performer. He's what makes Niagara tick, but he's new to this. He's very good at driving. He uses his size and his quickness and his body. A great layup maker in it, but also draws contact and plays through it. He hasn't shot the ball well yet early in this season, but he can knock it down, and particularly in crunch.
And your player to watch for the Brampton Honey Badgers is Josh Omajafo, who has been a spark plug off the bench this season.
So we've got the reigning Lion King, and now we've got a player who's a rookie who's just doing amazing things. Great defender in that. They'll put him on Khalil Ahmad. Here's a tough job for a domestic player. He's the new kid. He scored 19 points in their last game. Great first step on offense, spaces the floor, can do it on both ends. And his job tonight will be to stop Khalil Ahmad, and at the same time, he'll be adding up some crooked numbers on the offensive side.
Head coach Alex Serta said Josh Omajafo is one of the best defenders he has seen at any level. And for a reminder, at home, head coach Serta has been involved in the NBA, the G League, and everything underneath. So certainly the highest form of compliment you could receive on the defensive end.
And this is where your G League experience really comes in handy. The fact that, okay, we've got 2 more players on the roster right now that we've worked in, Taj Green this week, and we lost Sean East. This is something that G League coaches are accustomed to because there's that movement in the G League itself.
So the River Lions entering with a record of 4-5. That's good for 5th in the Eastern Conference. The Brampton Honey Badgers 7-2, which is good for 2nd in the East. Now, tip-off is presented by Spalding, the official game ball of the Canadian Elite Basketball League. As we get set for tip-off here in the Flower City, Brampton, the site of tonight's Eastern Conference battle between the River Lions and Honey Badgers, one of 3 games on slate in the Canadian Elite Basketball League tonight. Saskatoon Mamba and Ottawa Blackjacks facing off in just a couple of minutes, and the Vancouver Bandits and Scarborough Shooting Stars certainly be a good battle out west later tonight. But in the meantime, where else would you rather be? Keon Ambrose Hilton and J.D. Mula will take the tip here. River Lions are ready. Honey Badgers are ready. We are ready. Let's play some CEBL hoops in B-Town. Ball is up and tip is won by the home Honey Badgers wearing the black and white pinstripe uniforms. Niagara rocking the whites. Here's Noli. One of the big pickups here. They were waiting his arrival. Tyson fires from the corner. Couldn't hit. Empty possession to start.
Yeah. Trying to get Tyson right off the bat early. Good decision after he knocked down 9 in the last game against Niagara.
He has been an absolute sharp shooter. Second in three-point percentage in the league at 51%. Carey fires and knocks.
Yeah, Donald Carey might be the most consistent offensive player right now with Niagara. Sometimes they lose him, but he is a great shooter.
42% from deepest Carey. He knocks that up a tick on that last possession. Khalil Ahmad gets involved for the first time, picking up the board. Ball in his hands, 5th season with Niagara. Ahmad kicks it into another gear and drops in 2.
This is where he uses all that 6'5" frame. He'll change of pace, but he'll put his body into you.
So the Cali boy on the board. Niagara up 5 early. Ambrose Hilton spinning was stuck under the net. 10 on the shot clock. Noli goes behind the back, driving through the middle of the key, and he turned it over. Ahmad fired it back in off Moncrief, but right into the hands of Nathan Cayo. Cayo, former Montreal Alliance member, moving over to the River Lions a couple of years ago, and he's able to draw a foul here.
And Niagara likes to play through matchups. And right off that possession, there was no secondary break. Cayo went right to the post. He liked the matchup he had and was effective because he drew the foul.
That foul on Cam Tyson, his first personal, the game's first. Mula. Here's Ahmad, almost had his pocket pick. Tyson's got to be careful to not pick up a second. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Ahmad trying to create space, fires and knocks it down. Khalil Ahmad from deep.
Yeah, it always helps when you make your first shot, and that layup always helps a shooter.
So Ahmad with 5 early points. Does he have a big night in him? We'll find out soon. Here's Noli. Tyson. Kennedy pushes him out. 5 on the shot clock. Noli. And Carey got the forearm shiv up there, so it's a foul against the River Lions.
Yeah, Carey got there and Noli just worked right into him and drew the foul.
This Eastern Conference game is presented by Lotto Max. So the ball on the inbound, not on a shot. 14 on the shot clock. Here's Tyson up top. Tyrese Hunter returning to the starting lineup. Hesitates and rims it in for 2.
Yeah, Tyson scores the same way Ahmad scored on him. Takes him to the rim, changes hands for the layup.
So Brampton on the board. 2.5 minutes into the game. Ahmad, does he have another? Not this time, but he's got 3 shots coming as Noli hit with the personal behind the arc.
Yeah, Niagara loves to go to that dribble weave and then reverse the ball through it. Watch for back cuts. They're looking to get 5 out. But in this case, it goes to Ahmad, who just knocked down his last shot. He gets Noli on the closeout.
There's a skill to that, being able to draw fouls from that far away from the hoop, and Khalil Ahmad certainly has a knack for it.
Yeah, especially after you've knocked down your last one, you know. It just builds confidence.
He was struggling for 3 through the first 2 games. He was 2 of 13 as he knocks down the first 2 free throws. So you can follow at CEB League on all social platforms to stay up to date on stats, storylines, and more for all 10 teams in Canada's Pro Basketball League. Ahmad converts 3 in a row. He's now up to 8 points. So Khalil Ahmad 8 and Brampton 2. Brampton down 9. Here's Hunter. Good defense by Ahmad, and Ambrose Hilton kicked it out of bounds.
Yeah, toughest pass for a big dive into the court, dive into the rim, is when you bounce it to the really low. Tough pass, tough catch for Ambrose Hilton there.
A timeout on the floor. The visitors on top by 9 early. Brampton going to the drawing board to try to figure things out on the offensive end. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
Lotto Max now has more?
Oh, yeah. Like up to 90 new prizes of $100,000 on every draw.
Yeah, right. And aliens exist.
What? Lotto Max has more prizes?
Yep, that's more chances to win.
Sure, and horses can fly.
No way.
Cool.
Well, it's been all Lion King to start at the CAA Center. Khalil Ahmad with a game-high 8 points, perfect from the field. He is 2 of 2, 3 of 3 from the line. Just about everything you could ask for here for a start for Niagara.
And I think the key part is that he started off with a drive to the basket. So all of a sudden now he's got your respect there, and then he created a little bit of space for himself.
So Brampton, desperate need of a stop here. Sloppy start.
They come out of that timeout, no substitutions, just a matter of regrouping Brampton.
Kind of slow the game down a little bit.
I think just talking about certain things, maybe some aspects, maybe some energy.
That was one of the concerns they had in their last game. They came out flat. Here's Moncrief trying to defend, and a good shot there. Nathan Kyle right in his face.
Yeah, that's Nathan Kyle's move. That's a tough move to defend. That's good defense by Moncrief. Tough shot by Kyle.
So Kyle's got his first bucket of the night. Tyson might have gotten away with a travel there, dragging the foot. Here's Hunter. Wants to pass, now finds Ambrose Hilton. He was stuck in an awkward position under the net, but he's fouled on his way up.
Yeah, both these teams are trying to draw the secondary defender, the big coming up. So Brampton did a nice job of bringing J.D. Mula to the ball, and because of Hilton's size, he can just roll to the basket.
Lufile and Hollis checking in. Hollis had to get his shirt on first. Came on without a jersey. Ambrose Hilton at the line for 2. What have you been seeing so far from this Honey Badgers team on the offensive end that has led to this slow start?
Well, I think because you've made a couple changes and a couple substitutions, and you're without Sean East right now, all of a sudden the flow's not there, what they're used to there. This is a team that runs, lives off of live ball turnovers, does a super job passing the ball. They'll get there, just taking a little bit of time.
So Keon drops both. Lead down to 9. Just north of 6 to go in the first quarter. Here's Ahmad. Ball in the hands of the floor general. Cam Tyson stuck to him like glue. Khalil's got space, and he's got another triple.
Yeah, good screen by Elijah Lufili there, creating that space.
Ahmad's up to 11 points. Noli can't respond. Ambrose Hilton tips it right into the hands of Kyle. Subs coming in on the next whistle, and Tyson wanted the steal. Instead, Ahmad tosses it away, and Noli heading down the floor had Tyson, but Kyle is going to be called for an unsporting foul here.
Yeah, not a great trip for Nathan Kyle there. Got caught just with a little bit of pressure. Got caught in a scramble there, and then defensively, bad turnover, worse play in that you get an unsportsmanlike. He was trying to do a take foul, but he put 2 hands on the player breaking up, not making a reach for the ball. Therefore, it's an unsportsmanlike foul.
So Kyle was slow dancing there with Nolly. Nolly will head to the free throw line now as subs come in for Brampton.
And this gives him Nolly. Here's a real efficient scorer. Had a great year in Nancy, France. And all of a sudden, you give him an opportunity to get to the free throw line. Start his day there. Build up some confidence.
He was an NIT tournament champion with Memphis in 2021. He was actually the MVP of the NIT as well. So he's got the experience.
Memphis, Cincinnati. Been to a bunch of places. Nice player.
Pushing all the right buttons and trying to do so here in Brampton. Here's Omajafo. 4 guarding 4, Ahmad guarding Josh. Tyson, 3. Off the back rim, and right there, planted in the middle of the key is Elijah Lufile.
So we got a matchup here, Omajafo on Ahmad. That's what I thought we were going to see before the game started.
Could be in for a defensive treat here. Lufile trying to back down Prince, and Prince wins the defensive battle. Omajafo trying to draw the foul there on Kennedy, who was chasing. Noli up top. Calling for the screen. Prince comes out. Noli pushed to the baseline. Noli's got space, and he's got two.
Yeah, you can't rotate if you're Niagara off of Cameron Tyson, but you can off of Omajofo.
Lead down to 8. In the corner, in and out. Prince pulls down the rebound. Noli wanted it. Here's Omajofo, and he slipped on his way down the middle of the key. River Lions with numbers if they go. In transition, Kennedy up, under, and good.
Yeah, both these teams, live ball turnovers. First thing they're looking is to run the floor. Niagara got nice and wide. Ahmad finds them. Kennedy scores his first 2.
Track meet here for the River Lions. Lead up to double digits. Tyson double teamed. Someone's open. Milo Dridicic over to Noli. Dridicic wide open. In and out, and Kyle right there.
Yeah, Niagara knows Tyson's not seeing the ball. He's going to see a lot of doubles today.
Into the corner, Kennedy pulls the string. Able to chase his own rebound down and off Dridicic and out of bounds.
Yeah, good hustle play by Kennedy there to get his own rebound. But we noticed in the half court already, Cameron Tyson, because he knocked out 9 the last time they played, every time he gets the ball, he's seeing a double, a bluff. He's seeing guys. No one's helping off of him.
Well, Kimball McKenzie, head coach of the River Lions, said to you and I before the game, we have to find a way to not let Cam Tyson get the ball, and that's a polite way of saying it. Here's Ahmad over top of Tyson, fell, no call. Head coach McKenzie right there looking for the call, and he's not going to get it.
Yeah, he's looking for a call that was similar that was made earlier on that.
Boy, the intensity from Kimball McKenzie, I love it. Former player coming out, former captain of this River Lion team. Here's Prince down the lane, strong take, soft finish.
Yeah, Prince just nice catch, nice take right to the basket. Nothing fancy.
Now he's going to come out and play some perimeter D. Lufile slips it right down on the baseline. Long couldn't climb the rim. Oh, right into the hands of Ahmad. Into the corner. Cole Long's 3-ball, no good. Tyson almost had his pocket picked, and he did. And right there, Kennedy tried to go between the legs to keep it in.
Yeah, another hustle play by Kennedy there, almost coming back with the basketball. Cole Long is the guy that Niagara brings in from Newfoundland, is a known shooter. They need to get him open shots. He's just struggling a little bit this season, but he's a guy that he's known to knock down that 3. Give him that opportunity.
His return to the CEBL. He played 1 season back in 2022 with the Newfoundland Growlers. Here's Prince putting the ball on the deck. Prince up with the left, couldn't hit. And a foul is called. 2 shots coming for Brampton. This one will be on Curtis Hollis.
Josh Omajofo attacks the rim on every shot. A great offensive rebounder because he comes from the perimeter.
Well, Cal Tire is a proud partner and tire expert of the CEBL. Shop top tire brands and have peace of mind with Cal Tire's price match guarantee. Shop and book at caltire.com. Omajofo taking a deep breath here. First is good. Season high 19 points for Omajofo came in that last meeting with the River Lions.
What I always loved about Josh's game is the fact that he's such a great free throw shooter. Here's a guy that attacks the basket. And he's trying always to score too, and he'll play through contact because he knows he's a 97% free throw shooter.
I was going to say he was 30 for 31 on the season. He's now 32 for 33. We'll let you do the math on the percentage at home. One of the best in the business. Lead now down to just 6. Brampton trying to turn it up on defense. Khalil Ahmad finally can't hit from deep. Tyrese Hunter. Chased by Ahmad. Prince rolled on the screen there, and instead Hunter goes up top. 10 on the shot clock. Hunter room to fire. Can't hit, and Lufile's got another board. Ahmad looking up court. Inside to Hollis. He's surveying, now wants to go to work. Prince is lurking, and Prince able to extend a hand. Offensive board picked up by Niagara. 3-ball, no good, loose in the middle, and it's picked up by Prince.
Yeah, Brampton dodging a bullet there. Niagara using the rebounding to get themselves some open 3s.
Tyson almost lost control there. Subs will come in for the River Lions on the next whistle. Prince on the perimeter. 10 on the shot clock again. Omajafo driving and fouled on the way up. Boy, he is confident for a first-year CEBL player.
And will always attack the basket if you let him. Good first step, but he did a nice job of reading that screen. There was a piggyback on him, so when he turned the corner before he caught the ball, he was already directing himself to the rim. Nice curl, nice read and react play.
So Carey Jr. back in the game. TJ Law also seeing his first action of the night. Omajafo heading to the stripe.
Hey, Josh is just your energy guy, and you look at the plus minus already. Since he's been on the floor, it's been a positive for Brampton.
Knocks down the first free throw. Omajafo now with his 3rd point, along with 2 boards in just over 3 minutes of work. Second is also good. Lead now down to just 4, so the Honey Badgers continue to chip away. Lufile up top. Here's Warrens. Trying to get the corner, drives, fires up top to Long. Had the shot for a moment. Instead, elects to go to work. Warrens, baseline jumper, yes!
Yeah, tough shot and good defense by Brampton, forcing the tough shot. They're doing a nice job of keeping Niagara outside the perimeter. Sometimes you just got to give it to the offense, but that was good defense.
Moncrief plowing his way inside. Lufile got hit in the mouth, but he got the stop. Law. Inside the Long. Lufile. Warren's guarded by Moncrief, wants to go inside to his big fella. Here's Carey and pushing off. Bucket will not count. It was before the shot, and that foul is on brand new Honey Badger Taj Green.
So Niagara loves this dribble weave, and they do a nice job, but they're staying on the perimeter. And Brampton's doing a good job of not letting any back cuts or getting easy buckets out of it.
I guess the only downside of that is when you're late in the shot clock, you foul. Omajafo was pushed there by Carey. File calling for some help. Final 70 seconds of the first quarter. Warren's nice baseline feed to Long. Carey Jr.'s got a fire to beat the buzzer, and he knocks it down. Oh, in the nick of time.
Yeah, tough shot. But Carey is, like I said, if you look, he is their most quality shooter all season long. Sometimes I don't think he gets off enough shots.
Moncrief goes backdoor to Tyson. He's immediately met, and it'll be either Long or Law that picks up the personal, as Cam Tyson will head to the free throw line.
Yeah.
And that will be Long, so his first personal foul.
You know, people talk about time and score, but they don't talk about it enough, and they don't practice it enough. That foul is a good foul early in the game, or early in the quarter. But when you're in the penalty, you got to use your size and make him kick it out. You can't bail him out with the foul because it's worth 2. And you've got somebody who's knocking free throws down at over 90%.
So a 93% shooter is Tyson, knocks down the pair. He's had double-digit points in every game this season, including a 29-point outing against Niagara. And that was, of course, his season high. TJ Law took a hop step there and certainly traveled, but no call. 10 seconds on the shot clock, picked off, and the Honey Badgers with steam back the other way, and Moncrief was met at the rim there, went up hard, and Cameron Warrens was in his way, but Moncrief pops back up and will head to the line.
Now that play starts, if we want to go back, Josh Omajafo switches on the ball on every screen that Niagara was running there, and he put pressure, and Niagara never got into their offense. So it starts with the steal there on the turnover, and there's the attack. He goes for the dunk, and that's a nice, strong attack. Good defense, nothing dangerous there, but good, solid attack by Moncrief.
Moncrief knocks down the first, just a 29% free throw shooter on the season.
Yeah, that number just jumps out at me. He's just shooting the ball way too well, and his rotation looks better than that, so that just might be an anomaly, a number that's skewed by the amount of shots he's taken. Because that looks way too nice for it to only be 29%.
So Moncrief bumps that percentage up. 3-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Niagara will have to put ball off rim.
You can see how much Niagara values his possession. They bring Ahmad back in, but this is tough going against Amajofo. I would, if I could, go off of someone else.
Here's Ahmad, 10 on the clock. Khalil tried to step back over top, and a foul is called on Tyson, so Ahmad does it again.
And that's Tyson's second. It's one of the problems when you get caught switching. You may not have the matchups you want all the time. The last time down, Brampton had all the match. They had Omajofo on the ball the entire time. That time, you had a guy with fouls on the shooter. So maybe not the matchups they wanted. It's one of the issues when you switch on all things from the guard spot.
Ahmad 3 for 3 so far from the line and misses the first, much to the delight of the home crowd here. Second free throw is good.
So not only that foul put Tyson at 2, but this 7 seconds, he's the guy you want on the floor.
Head coach Shurda telling Omajofo, get the ball and run here. 7.1 to go in the quarter.
They're going full speed, looking to create off of it.
Here's Noli. Tossing it up. No good. Right there, trying to tip it in. We're a couple of Honey Badgers, and that's how the first quarter will come to a close. Brampton stuck 7 after 1. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be back in just a moment. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus. Don't go anywhere.
Looking to level up your future? Algoma University's Brampton campus is where ambition meets opportunity. Study in-demand programs like business, computer science, and psychology right in downtown Brampton. We offer the most affordable tuition in Ontario and are ranked #1 in Canada for scholarships and bursaries. Small classes, big support, real success. Algoma University Brampton. Success within reach.
The CDIC was established by the Government of Canada to protect deposits in case of bank failure. Coverage is free and automatic when you bank with a member institution.
Whoa, thanks.
That's my job.
Protecting your deposits, that's what we do.
Welcome back to Brampton. Now, as a Harvard grad, it should come to no surprise that Danilo Juricic has published his first book. It's called Shoot for the Stars. Now, it has nothing to do with Scarborough. It actually has to do with a motto that his folks gave to him and his family growing up, to shoot for the stars and to dream big dreams. And, you know, each book comes with a unique message inside. If I can open this one, it says... what does it say? It says dream big, and there's a girl and a boy's version. Now, the inspiration behind this was for Danilo to give fans and players and folks growing up in this country accessibility to basketball players. And so he wants to send a message out to all the kids that, you know, anything that you can dream of, you can achieve it. And he's proof of that as a player that's played for the national team, growing up in Brampton, going to Harvard and suiting up here. He's a class guy. And, you know, one of his inspirations growing up was Dr. Seuss. So fellas, I gotta ask you, you know, there's a generational gap between us, but what books did you grow up loving? I was a big Goosebumps guy.
Oh, man. I was shocked you could read, D.
I'm so excited about
it. Wasn't my first language, so don't blame you. JK.
Well, you can buy copies of Danilo's book. Head on to the Honey Badger Instagram, and you can find his personal Instagram on there and send him a message. Good stuff there. Down low, Ambrose Hilton as the second quarter underway here. Kayo starting it with a 3. Hunter trying to respond. Can't get the roll, and Khalil Ahmad with an aggressive rip down.
6'5" guard, you can get to those easy rebounds.
Oh, Kennedy making it look easy from deep. The River Lions on fire.
So Niagara comes out to start the quarter on a real nice play. Grabs a 3 and now gets a transition 3.
6-0 run to start the frame. Noli traveled. He was double teamed there by Lal and Kayo.
So instead of Brampton is switching on all these dribble handoffs, Niagara's picking and choosing where they want to double. And that double was, and that's TJ Lal. He might have done it on his own. Like, he's a special player in that he knows all the intangibles, really well trained, and he can do a lot of things off the basketball.
A role player with this River Lions team is Lal, 4-time national champion at Carleton under Dave Smart. Here's Ahmad. What does he have in his bag of tricks this time? Khalil off the side rim. And that one goes out of bounds. So they've got a 13-point lead here, and that shot by Ahmad, Joe, is he a guy that always has the green light regardless of the lead?
Yeah, I guess so. And, from a coach, and I go, no, move the ball inside. But when you're feeling it sometimes you get caught playing too much hold, and that'll pay dividends down the road.
Tossing it up and count the bucket. Hunter found Ambrose Hilton, who's got a chance at 3.
Yeah. Hunter did a nice job of reading that ball screen. And then this time when he hit Ambrose Hilton, it wasn't that low bounce pass. It was him going down the lane, and he stuck it up where the 6'10" athlete could go get it.
Ambrose Hilton, 50% from the stripe. Started the last 3 games, now 4 in a row. And gets the 3-point play. Well, New Era is the exclusive game uniform partner of the CEBL and all 10 of its teams from coast to coast. Pick up your official replica jerseys now by visiting CEBL.ca. Ahmad wants another bucket, and he's got it.
And there he took care of the match, right? He had the big on him, and he took it right to the basket.
Ahmad's got 15 points, and Hunter has earned himself a trip to the line.
The free throw line has been good to Brampton. They're attacking the basket. 12 attempts in the first half. Going for number 15 already in this game.
So Mula checking back in the game.
So I guess that's Niagara's counter to all this attack at the rim.
That duo of Mula and Lufile is certainly something that a lot of teams have on their radar now. Both mobile bigs down low.
Mula is just a rebounding machine. Everywhere he's played, that's where he's making his money. He just rebounds. Brampton 15 of 15 from the free throw line.
I don't need a calculator to tell you that's pretty darn good. 10-point lead, inside 8 to go in the quarter. Taj Green back in for Brampton. Here's Ahmad, goes behind the back, curls inside, and Moncrief hit Ahmad from behind. So Khalil going back to the line here.
So when we talk about running offense through matchups, sometimes the matchups, we think about it in the post, a big against the small in the post. But when you have the matchup, here you have Khalil Ahmad in that scramble defense. He's got a big on him that he feels he could take. So that's a good matchup because if help comes, he's looking to give it off. If not, he's looking to get to the rim.
Ahmad with another miss from the line. He is so tricky. He's got the ability to swim around the offensive end.
So there's the matchup, and look, he has Moncrief on him, and he feels that he can get the step by him. Once he gets a little bit by him, he knows either hand he can finish.
No one with a better basketball IQ than Khalil Ahmad. Here's Noli driving inside, contact, no call. Ball off the backboard, and TJ Lal stepped out of bounds, trying to keep it in.
Yeah, but there's the veteran TJ Lal. He gets the ball, he knows he's going out of bounds. He'd rather have a dead ball turnover than throw it in there where somebody else could get it.
Easy bucket, perhaps. 14 on the shot clock. Hunter. Someone's got to get open. They go to the safety pass. It's the big guy, Ambrose Hilton, up top. 10 on the shot clock. Hunter on the mismatch with Mula. Kicking it. Green, 3. No good. Ambrose Hilton fighting for it, and there's Khalil Ahmad. He's got 3 boards, 4 assists, and 15 points. Curtis Hollis had 22 the other night. Yet to score, but he's part of this passing play here and almost turning it over. Here's Ahmad. Tried to go down low, and he fired it off the leg of Moncrief, trying to find Hollis back door.
Yeah, sometimes there's too much style points guys are looking for out here. You know, you don't get extra points for pretty passes or nice passes, but they cost you when they go the other way.
Cam Tyson with 2 fouls back into the game. Probably expect Niagara to go after him here. Ahmad inbounding, quick trigger, corner 3 is good. Keontae Kennedy this time.
Matt, you make a good coach. They put him in that screen there because they know that he had to switch on it.
Hunter now calling for a screen. Ambrose Hilton comes out, dribbles by Mula. Hunter dishes off, but in the wrong hands of Hollis. Ahmad pushing. Law fires, and Ambrose Hilton pulls it down. Cam Tyson, just 2 points. Noli almost lost control, and he does. Mula, Noli grabbing his hand. Kennedy, all the time in the world. Keontae Kennedy couldn't hit. Niagara trying to tip it in, and Hollis there on the 3rd shot of the possession. And we have a timeout on the floor.
Yeah, good defense there. J.D. Mula on the double team. And I'm not a huge fan of pulling up for a 3 when you have a 3-on-1. Niagara's lucky offensive rebound got them in there, but they had a real good run to start the second quarter.
39-23, Niagara with a stronghold on this ball game. We'll be back with the last 6 and change of the second quarter. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
The CDIC was established by the Government of Canada to protect deposits in case of bank failure. Coverage is free and automatic when you bank with a member institution.
Whoa. Thank you. That's my job. So you were saying...
Protecting your deposits, that's what we do.
At Cal Tire, we're here to drive the best value around. With free rotations, price match, 0% financing, and free flat repairs. We take care of it all for the life of your tires. Chat with our team at caltire.com.
Back inside the CAA Center, the Niagara River Lions with a 16-point lead over the Brampton Honey Badgers. Mapinomi Joe Razzo, 3rd member of our team, is Dee Balsera. Let's check in with Dee.
Thanks, Matt. Yeah, I was just on the Brampton sideline, and pretty simple. Coach saying, like, listen, we're making it harder on ourselves, and all it takes is a few good plays. Just a run here and there, and we're right back in the basketball game. Back to you, Matt.
Good stuff, and it's almost like the flow has been disrupted here, Joe.
Yeah, how about Dee's flow? No cat in the hat or anything that last time out. No, it's for Brampton, it's 0 for 8 from the 3-point line. Here's the best shooting 3-point team in the league. Hasn't been able to knock one down right now.
Hunter had a chance at one there. Instead, trying to drive inside, and Tyrese takes.
Nice job by Hunter. A little bit on the probe dribble, but he spaced the floor with lots of shooters.
Up to 6 points is Hunter. 14-5 run prior to that last basket to start this second quarter by Niagara. Omajaffa will come back into the game on the whistle. Lal fires, and Lal hits.
Carey, a nice job there in finding Lal in the corner for his second 3.
So TJ Lal, a couple of valuable buckets off the bench to start. Noli inside, he was bumped. Crowd wanted the bucket on the continuation. Instead, it's going to be a foul on Lal prior to the shot. Aforementioned Omajafo coming into the game. Cole Long will also check in for Niagara.
Niagara with 3 players with 2 fouls in Lowell, Warrens, and Kyle.
Noli doesn't want to use the screen by Odro. Noli pushing off, and he finds Omajafo down low.
Omajafo does a nice job of being visible to the ball all the time.
He's got a nose for the rock. Hollis picked up his dribble. He's stuck. No Khalil Ahmad in the game right now. Chance for Brampton to claw back. And they get a defensive stop. Noli. Noli driving inside, dishes it to Prince, and he puts it off the window.
Yeah, Niagara spending all their time on the perimeter. Honey Badgers doing a good job of getting into the paint.
Timeout on the floor, 42-29, as the Honey Badgers show a little bit of life. So a 13-point lead. That gives us a chance to take a look at what's going on around the league. Well, with 17 points against Winnipeg, Calgary Surge star Ruggsy Miller-Moore became the first Canadian to reach 1,500 career point mark in the Canadian Elite Basketball League. And he's now only behind Khalil Ahmad on the all-time points list. Ahmad in second. Edmonton Stinger Nick Hornsby became the first player in league history with 500 boards, 300 helpers, and 100 steals in his career. He got the single steal he needed in the latest outing against Scarborough. And the big bad Mitch Creek, reigning MVP, signed with Vancouver on Sunday. He is coming back to what he would call unfinished business as he makes his season debut tonight. Of course, he was pretty upset last year after that loss to Calgary in the playoffs and was thinking twice about coming back, but Chris Wiggins, who runs the sideline for Vancouver, asked Creek about his return, and he said, well, sometimes I say I'm only going out for a beer with the boys. It's only going to be 1, and then the weekend turns into 10. So no substance in those comments last year, but he's back.
10 beers will never do you any good. No, and he's got some commitments this summer, too, I know, with the Australian national team. He's really worked himself into their plans.
So he'll be here for a short period of time, and then, like Joe said, report for national duty, and the hope is he'll come back after. At least Vancouver fans hope that. Good defense here, and Hunter pushing Warrens into the backcourt. Crowd loving it.
Yeah, and Warrens got caught there a little bit on a slippery surface there, but again, if you want to pick someone's pocket, it's easiest to pick it when they're standing still. If the ball stops, you can become a victim, and right there, Warrens was a victim.
Needed some help, and he didn't get it. Here's Noli. Wants to go to work, driving inside, tucks with the left, up with the right. Second tip, no good. And it'll stay down at this end of the floor. Noli punching his head, upset with that effort.
Yeah, that was a good take by Noli. You could see that he's a good finisher. He switched hands, played through the contact.
6'7", out of Atlanta, Georgia is Noli. Insert pass here, Hunter, deep, no good.
Niagara ran a nice little defensive inbounds there, knowing that the play was coming. They're gearing on Tyson even when he doesn't have the basketball.
Long on the mismatch, thought it was going to be easy, but Hunter picks his pocket.
So in the keys of the game, I said to Niagara, don't be ball stoppers. And to me, is when the players are holding the ball, using the dribble to get themselves going, that's creating a stoppage of flow.
Here's Ahmad driving inside, challenges Odro and wins the battle.
Ahmad's the only player for the Riverlions who's been able to attack the paint and get to the free throw line.
Ahmad's got 18 points. Hunter, step to his left, steps back, Noli top side. Carey's got it. Going right at Tyson, who's playing with 2, and Tyson, great defense, avoiding the foul.
And a good transition attack by Carey, you're right. That would have been a real tough foul to get if you were Brampton. Good job by Tyson getting back. There he goes, good reach, good knockout.
And Long gets the road roll on the triple.
Yeah, it didn't look pretty, but I'll tell you, this guy can shoot the basketball.
The three is a three is a three. Here's Noli. Trying to put the moves on. Good defense there by Carey, but not so fast. A foul called. That's his second personal as Taj Green comes back into the game.
So Niagara now with 4 guys with 2 fouls, using their entire bench.
That's one of the strengths of this Niagara team, guard depth.
Right now it is. They've got 4 imports that they play. They can change them. They all got size.
But when fouls creep up, the depth thins out. Here's Omajafo. Odro coming up for another screen. He's going to burn a hole in the floor in that area. And Omajafo is going to burn a hole in the mesh.
Yeah. Over Mula, good strong attack.
Here's Khalil. Goes behind the back, challenging Tyson, trying to draw the foul, and good defense there from Cam, back-to-back possessions. Would love to kickstart this offense. Team down 16. Tyson, and it was blocked from behind. He wanted to hit on the elbow as Long was draped on him.
Yeah, Long's got length. Long's blocked a few shots this season. But again, there's Niagara. Tyson gets the ball. They double for a short period of time. They show him too.
6'8" Long guarding a 6'3" Tyson. Kennedy picks up his dribble. Kennedy directing traffic, and he turned it over right into the hands of Mula. Nice pass into the corner. 3-ball, Warrens. And Brampton gets lucky. Here's Hunter. Again, mismatch on Long. Mismatch on Mula this time. Hunter tosses it up, trying to draw the foul.
The size of the guards for Niagara have been very beneficial on the boards for them.
Here's Kennedy inside, and Green gets fingertips on it. But hey, Keontae Kennedy says block that.
One of the few times that someone other than Ahmad has got to the rim.
Kennedy doing a great job of sticking with it. He's got 10 points now, the latest River Lion in double digits. Here's Tyson. No space at all, turns it over. Ahmad dribbles it off the knee of Tyson, and Cam Tyson is having a tough time finding space.
Well, I've got to give Niagara credit too, because they're saying when he has it, we're showing two. We're making him a passer. He burned us last time, so Niagara's game plan is working quite well right now on Tyson.
So a timeout on the floor. You know, we've been in this gym the entirety of the season. As the official tells us, there's a coach warning for head coach Alex Serta. But Joe, it's the age-old question. Do the best teams always have the biggest target on their back? Because it seems like these Brampton teams get the best, or this Brampton team gets the best effort out of any opponent.
Well, I think part of it is they went down 10 days ago into Niagara and dominated that game from beginning to end. So that's fresh. In the CEBL, everything is fresh. Nothing lasts too long. So you're going to get that. There's a lot of parity in this league. They've done a great job of putting themselves at 7-2. Now they're forming you're forming, storming, and norming. That's just how teams set up. And you lose Sean East, so that makes you got to reform yourself right now. And they're going through the process of that.
Well, Lotto Max now gives you even more chances to win with new prizes of $100,000 every draw. Get your Lotto Max ticket tonight. Must be 18 plus. So the Niagara River Lions flexing 49-31 with a $1.32 to go in the first half of action here. Mapinomi Joe Razzo, D. Balsera, thanks for joining us here. So work cut out for them. The Honey Badgers looking for a defensive stop, and Kimball McKenzie's got to be pretty happy with his effort, the effort by his team so far. Ahmad going head-to-head with Omajafo. Omajafo trailing Ahmad. Kicking it up again, and count the bucket. Khalil Ahmad is amazing.
Takes it straight line. They get a switch, and then it's almost like that, we call it maybe a zero step. It's just that late change of pace step. Watch a pause. Andrew Nemhart might be as good as anybody in the world doing it. Khalil Ahmad shows you that he can do the same thing. And he just switches hands and calmly gets down. When you're 6'5", you can play through a lot of contact.
Ahmad, a back-to-back champion with the River Lions, a back-to-back finals MVP. And right now, this is his ball game. Up to 21 points, 5 helpers, 3 boards in 16 minutes. Here's Hunter. Noli in the corner, and Long called for the foul. That's his second personal.
And I'll guarantee you, Josh Omajofo is really disappointed himself in letting that last drive go by. Josh has been watching Khalil Ahmad play since he was in high school. When Josh was in high school, I remember watching him come to River Lions games. And you know, so he knows who Khalil is, and he's going to take this on personally.
That's a tall task as Noli hits the first free throw.
What a nice pickup, Landers Noli. Had a great year in France. Here's a guy who can play a bunch of positions. Got huge size.
Can't hit the second. He's got G League, Summer League, overseas experience. Just about everything. Now he can add Canadian Elite Basketball League to his resume. Final 60 seconds of the first half. 20-point lead for Niagara. Ahmad trying to build on it. Elbow Jimmy off the back rim. Omajofo chases it down, and Ahmad draws the foul. And what would be the purpose of that foul there? Is that just to slow down momentum?
That's a transition foul, transition take foul. It's a little different when you're in the penalty because now you're giving up 2. He didn't want to give up 3 or the layup. It's a good foul when you're not in the penalty.
Well, at the half, we have a CEBL feature behind the mic with Honey Badger PA announcer Jake Thompson. D will interview River Lions head coach Kimball McKenzie. We'll take a look at first half stats and Joe's players to watch.
So 53.6 seconds. It's the assistant coach's responsibility to start calculating how many shots we can get here, how many possessions can we get. Can we go for a long 2-for-1 if you're Niagara right now? If you're Brampton, you want to create some form of scramble. You want Niagara to get the shot off early so that you can create a couple more advantages. And the fact that they are in the penalty, they'd like to get to the free throw line a little bit more.
So a numbers game in the final 53 seconds. Omajofo knocks down the first and the second. So he's up to 10 points in the ball game. He's the first Honey Badger to hit double digits, and that's coming off the bench. Scoring hard to come by for Brampton in this first half. Niagara not having any issues. Thanks to this guy right here, Khalil Ahmad, and he dribbles it out of bounds. Official on the baseline was ready to make a different call, and instead a foul is called. This one against Odro.
The official on the baseline was calling the ball out of bounds, who was off of, but the foul caused the ball to go out of bounds, so the other official steps in. 14-second reset here. So again, you're going to watch Niagara look to go possibly 2-for-1 here.
Quick inside to Long, and a foul called instantly as Taj Green will pick up the personal.
That's a good foul by Taj Green because Cole Long was going to get himself a layup there.
And it stays on the floor. That's Green's second personal. So that takes about 0.7 of a second off the clock. Here's Lufile. Long looking inside. Warren's almost lost control. Kennedy goes between the legs. Crafty stuff. Kennedy tucks and puts it through. Unbelievable.
Great screen, great take, great extension by Kennedy.
Final 15 seconds of the half. Shot clock off. Game clock off, I should say. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Hunter. Brampton needs a bucket big time. Hunter, baseline Jimmy, off the back rim, Long in transition. Kennedy good if it goes. And it will not, but the Niagara River Lions come out swinging. A 20-point lead at the halfway mark.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Coming up swinging and shooting. They shot the 3 real well, but they defended the 3 even better.
9 3-pointers in the first half for the River Lions, 9 of 20. Honey Badgers have yet to find a hit from deep, 0 of 12 in the ball game so far. It has been a tough start for this Brampton team, but Niagara firing on all cylinders. Keontae Kennedy has had a solid first half. He's standing by with D.
Keontae, 10 points in that first half. It really seems like Khalil makes the game a lot easier for the rest of you. Talk about the impact you were able to make in that first half.
Absolutely. I mean, he's the MVP, champion back-to-back, so we just play off of him. He makes things easy on us to make it easy on him. And right there, I mean, that's just collectively. It was just me tonight. It could be anybody.
This is one of the best three-point shooting teams in Brampton. You held them to 0 for 12 from three-point land. Talk about the defensive intensity you showed and how we have to carry that over in the second half.
Yeah, they came into our crib not too long ago and shot the lights out. So we knew we had to take the three ball away and come make an impact early.
Best of luck in the second half. Back to you guys.
Keontae Kennedy with 12 points, including 2 3 balls. The River Lions with a 20-point lead. We're going to take a quick break and break it all down in just a moment. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Gem YouTube and CEBL Plus.
Taking the court for warm-up, your Brampton Honey Badger!
Game preparation for me, obviously there's vocal care. I need to make sure that I'm hydrating, I'm sleeping well. If I feel any aggravation, I'm immediately pouring some tea, some honey, lozenges, all that kind of stuff. And then when I'm here, there's all kinds of prep that happens within the building as well. I got to go over everything with the entertainment side, with the production team, because I got to make sure I know what I'm doing. I got to make sure I'm not stepping on anyone's toes. If there's anything new added to the script, I got to understand it. When is it happening? How is it happening? How much am I impacting it? And that's just entertainment. There's also the basketball side of it. I got to take a look at the rosters. I got to make sure I can pronounce every single name on there as accurately as possible. And I got to make sure I have the starting lineups, because that's a whole presentation in itself. Right before tip-off, I'm probably looking for a couple things. I'm checking in with the refs, making sure that our communication is right, because they're gonna, for the next hour, we're just gonna be communicating with hand signals, pretty much. I'm also checking out the crowd. I want to see what their energy is like. Do I need to put in a little work to bring them up? Are they where I'm at? There's this common thing when people walk into an arena for a basketball game. There's this feeling of like anticipation. They are feeling so curious. Am I about to see something really big? Am I about to be a part of a historic game? Is a player who I love going to be here? Are one of these players I don't know going to become the player I love? There's a lot to it. I love that feeling of anticipation that is just like eating right up until tip-off. What I do so challenging, the fact that it is so fast-paced. It is very quick, it's very unforgiving. There are times where I'll make a really big call, it was a big moment, and I'm kind of drawing it out. And then I look up and the other team's already scored. I'm like, oh, so now I gotta cut off what I'm saying, figure out who just scored, say the name, and just move on. I gotta move on very quick. I think what makes this job most rewarding for me is seeing the reactions. I think that's why every entertainer, no matter what field they're in, no matter what their medium is, they love seeing a reaction. That's why people love theater. That's why actors love doing theater, because you're performing and you're seeing the reaction in real time. So getting to, just display my personality, and that ultimately becomes a part of the game atmosphere, is such a cool thing, and it's cool that I get to be a part of some people's, core memories.
What keeps me going? under the heat of the sun, or in the heat of the moment. When climbing for even one more second seems like too much. Whether you're reaching for your goal or busy setting new ones, everyone hits their limit, but that limit has a reset. Scientifically formulated to hydrate faster in the moments that matter. Electrolyte, instant hydration.
Lotto Max now has more?
Oh, yeah. Like up to 90 new prizes of $100,000 on every draw.
Yeah, right. And aliens exist.
What? Lotto Max has more prizes?
Yep, that's more chances to win.
Sure, and horses can fly.
No way.
Cool.
Inside the CAA Center, Mapinomi Joe Razzo, third member of our team is D. Balsera, and the Brampton Honey Badgers have fallen behind here early, Joe. The River Lions with a 20-point lead. Khalil Ahmad, a big part of this.
Yeah, huge part of it. You know, he dropped 21 points, gets to the free throw line 9 times, and has had 5 assists. So he's been a super player for them. You watch him, he makes a good read and react, and when he takes somebody to the basket, once he gets the step on him, he uses it to his advantage. Then in transition, they're always looking for him, and he's looking to push the basketball. This is not a team that runs a lot or runs real well, but they run really well off live ball turnovers. And Brampton does the same. Not enough live ball turnovers, not enough Mont creep. This is something they've done all season. And then to start that second quarter, Niagara just kept getting second chance after second chance, ran the floor, and they were able to kick the thing up to 20.
Keontae Kennedy with 12 points of his own, the only 2 in double-digit points. And for the Honey Badgers, we saw some glimpses of solid play in the first half, but sloppy offense, kind of a disruption of the flow. They're trying to find their footing on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they got down behind a little bit, and I think the Josh Omojofo really helped them bring them back. And this was Hunter. Hunter came in and did the same thing to Khalil that Khalil did to him. He got downhill on him. This is where they are strong, getting into the paint, because when they get in the paint, they'll score, they'll get to the free throw line, or they'll kick it out. This is something that they've been really good at, and finding their bigs, in this case, in the ball screen. So when they can go downhill, their advantage. But right now, it's, Brampton's 2 against Niagara's 3s.
Omojofo with 10 points. That's a team high for Brampton. Next highest total is Tyrese Hunter with 6 points, as we will take a look at some halftime stats for this matchup between the River Lions and Honey Badgers. And the biggest number here that stands out, Joe, is the goose egg from three-point territory for Brampton. 0 of 12.
So if I'm looking at Brampton's numbers here, the 28%, the 0% from the three-point line, some of that, a lot of that, you got to give an assist to the coaching staff and to the players of Niagara. They've done a real nice job of not giving up those shots. Those free throws, getting to the line 19 times, are telling you that they're attacking the basket. Those numbers will not balance. They could balance out, but those numbers will change. It's just about the adjustments right now. I just think Niagara's preparation and execution of the preparation was exceptional.
And if you're keeping track at home, Niagara 7 of 9 from the line. All of those attempts and makes have come from Khalil Ahmad, who's got a game-high 21 points. The River Lions with a 20-point lead here at the CAA Center. We're going to take a short break. Second half action coming your way on the other side. Stick around. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
It's more than a workout. It's my reset, my challenge, my win. From High Rocks training to recovery, Pilates to hitting new personal bests. Strength days, sweat days, the days I almost skipped but didn't. These are the days that make me stronger. One gym, every journey, limitless possibilities. The CDIC was established by the Government of Canada to protect deposits in case of bank failure. Coverage is free and automatic when you bank with a member institution.
Whoa, thanks.
That's my job.
Protecting your deposits, that's what we do.
Most of our clients who come through our door who are suffering from mental illness, they're feeling a sense of despair and a longing for help. Often, insurance companies are denying disability claims on the basis that there's insufficient medical evidence. We've represented hundreds of clients who suffer from anxiety or depression. We fight for our clients' right to receive the compensation they deserve. If you've been denied long-term disability, don't give up. We can help.
Your long-term disability firm, Kotak Law.
The CDIC was established by the Government of Canada to protect deposits in case of bank failure. Coverage is free and automatic when you bank with a member institution.
Whoa. Thank you. That's my job. So you were saying...
Protecting your deposits, that's what we do.
High-octane fun for the whole family. Motorsports events line up all summer long. Everything from drag racing, drifting, and everything in between. Test your skills on our private track with your own vehicle, or try out our powerful F2000s. We're just 90 minutes from Toronto and the Niagara region. Go to our website for upcoming event info. Toronto Motorsports Park Cayuga is a proud sponsor of Niagara River Lions basketball.
At Cal Tire, we're here to drive the best value around with free rotations, price match, 0% financing, and free flat repairs. We take care of it all for the life of your tires. Chat with our team at caltire.com.
Welcome back to Brampton here with Coach McKenzie. Coach, you held that team, you held Brampton to 29% shooting. What impressed you about your team's defense in that first half?
Yeah, I thought our, we were into the ball. Our intensity was good. Our communication was pretty good. I thought our bigs plugged some gaps when we made mistakes. So, yeah, hopefully the second half is a good defensive effort again.
Offensively, you were able to get what you want. What do you want to continue to do in the second half for your guys?
Play with pace, share the ball.
Yeah. Awesome, simple. Back to you guys. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dee, and thank you, River Lions head coach Kimball McKenzie. Share the rock. Almost shared the rock on that warm-up possession there, and instead he's heading back to the bench here, and we will head to our players to watch, Joe, as we revisit the first half action from Khalil Ahmad and Josh Omajafo, who led their respective teams in scoring.
Yeah, you've got the veteran, the Lion King, the guy who's supposed to lead in Ahmad, and he did with 21 and 5 assists, just a super half, but he started them. And then Josh Omajofo, who came off the bench, who did a spectacular job on both ends of the floor. And he's a guy that brings energy. I won't be surprised if he starts the second half.
As we take a look at these stats for each of these players, both in double-digit scoring, field goal percentages through the roof, and Khalil Ahmad rounding out just another all-around ball game here with 5 helpers and 3 boards.
Yeah, and you throw in 2 threes out of that and getting fouled a number of times. So both these guys do a real nice job of attacking the basket. One's the veteran and one's the rookie, and there's a lot of bright things looking up for Josh Omajofo.
Speaking of bright things, this Niagara River Lions team, they have a lot in front of them. They're in the bottom of the Eastern Conference, but this Eastern Conference is jam-packed. We talked to Kimball McKenzie before the game, and they said there's a quote you gave us last year in the playoffs about whether he felt comfortable being an underdog, and he said, well, underdog, overdog, it doesn't matter to me. I'd rather be an overdog. But point being, before the game he said, well, we're prepared for anything. We know that there are teams in front of us, but we have to take advantage of the moment. And this Niagara team has certainly come out strong tonight and sent a message to this Eastern Conference in the first half.
Yeah, it's a team that's been struggling for an identity. Like they've been giving up huge numbers on field goal percentage and field goal defense. And they're a team that really struggled at it. And then you could just see them, their last game against Montreal, they kind of turned the corner defensively. And that just leads to better offense.
So both of these teams had the same last opponent, as Dee pointed out in the opening. Niagara beating Montreal at home by double digits, 18 points. And Javon Freeman-Liberty did not play for Montreal. He's since been released by the team upon his own request. And Brampton lost to the Alliance in Montreal. That was a double-digit loss back on June 10th. And Javon Freeman-Liberty played in that game. He had 34 points. So that's the caveat there. Niagara did not face JFL, and Brampton did. But this Niagara team tonight, they do not care who is in the Brampton lineup. They're going to go head-to-head. And it was interesting, too. Head coach McKenzie said, I almost didn't want to tell the guys that Sean East wasn't playing tonight because we want that intensity.
You know, the great thing about the CEBL for me is, you know, the parity. it's still a league where if somebody plays harder than the other team, they got a real good chance of winning. If you can just play harder, you got a good chance of winning. But if it's equal, then talent will rise. But that's why you look around the league and you see that a lot of the numbers, a lot of teams are in that 500 area.
So for the Honey Badgers, it'll be Hunter, Noli, Tyson, Moncrief, and Ambrose Hilton. And for the River Lions, it'll be Ahmad, Kayo, Carey Jr., Kennedy, and Mula. Mula, you're not going crazy at home, is not wearing number 21 anymore. He's now wearing number 20. So he has changed jerseys here.
Yeah, they had a little bit of blood on his 21 jersey, so they've got him to change it and took care of it that way. We couldn't get D to run out to the cleaners fast enough and bring it back, but I'll leave that alone.
Second half underway at the CAA Center. Here's Hunter up top. Brampton starting with the rock. Hunter shakes Mula, steps back, and that one caught clean air.
Yeah. That's a good decision by Hunter. He had the matchup he wanted. He forced the switch.
So 0 of 13 now are the River Lions from, or excuse me, the Honey Badgers from deep. Kayo. Mula down low. Ambrose Hilton. Two big men going at it. Now Carey chased by Ambrose Hilton. 5 on the shot clock. Carey had some space. Noli left his feet. Mula trying to punch it out. And it's right into the hands of Hunter. Carey chasing from behind, and Hunter met at the rim by Kennedy.
Yeah, good defense and good job by Niagara getting more guys back.
Here's Khalil Ahmad. Ahmad up top. Goes between the legs, fires top side, no good, and Tyson right in the middle. That was Noli calling for it. He's got it. Mula out on Noli. Mula with some words for Noli in the middle of the possession, and Mula might have kicked it there instead. Niagara back the other way. Ahmad challenging inside. Kayo 3, rips it.
Yeah, that's a great punch by Ahmad. Going to the rim, they completely collapse. He kicks it out, finds an open Kayo.
Nathan Kayo coming off one of the worst games of the season, just 2 points on 13% shooting. And he's up to 8 points in this one so far. Here's Tyson, free throw. Can't get over the front rim.
Good boxing out by Niagara. All 5 guys got involved on that last rebound.
Ahmad challenging inside. Oh, the magician with the reverse, and a timeout on the floor.
When you shoot the ball real well, you get spacing.
Some extracurriculars here. Khalil Ahmad into the bench of the Honey Badgers. Oh, he loved the competitive spirit. A timeout on the floor, 59-34, Niagara on top. We'll take a quick break. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Jam YouTube and CEBL Plus.
You know that trip I kept thinking about? I finally took it. It turned into open highways, lakeside stops, sunsets that seemed to last a little longer. Less scrolling, more seeing. And at the end of each day, Sandman made it simple. Comfortable stays in the right places, so I could do more. Booking that stay? Best decision I made. Your summer, made in Canada. Book direct for the best rates.
High-octane fun for the whole family. Motorsports events line up all summer long. Everything from drag racing, drifting, and everything in between. Test your skills on our private track with your own vehicle, or try out our powerful F2000s. We're just 90 minutes from Toronto and the Niagara region. Go to our website for upcoming event info. Toronto Motorsports Park Cayuga is a proud sponsor of Niagara River Lions basketball.
Back inside the CAA Center, the Niagara River Lions 59, Brampton Honey Badgers 34. Matt Bonomi alongside Joe Rasso. Third member of our crew is Dee Balsero, who's got a special story on Prince Odro.
Yes, Prince Welcome to a new human to the world on June 7th. Baby Osiris was born in the wee hours of the morning. He confirmed that his partner and the baby are doing well, and they also said, half the time, he was worried and stressed about it. Said he's tired today, but he said he wasn't going to miss this night, even though he's had a few sleepless nights. Matt?
Thank you, Dee. So Tyson is at the free throw line, hits a technical free throw. So Ahmad scored that nifty reverse bucket and then got into it with Noli, was pushed into the bench, and Ahmad had some words for Noli. So Tyson converts the technical. Brampton will get the rock.
Most dangerous thing about that technical is you let Tyson feel what it feels like to put the ball in the basket. I said to Prince before the game started, I congratulated him, and I told him sleep's overrated.
Of course, congratulations to Prince on the birth of the baby, and Noli hitting the too short there. So Noli's got 7 points now. Here's Ahmad weaving through the middle of the key, almost lost control, turns it over.
Yeah, lots of bodies that time. Brampton showed all their bigs put a hand in there.
Into the corner, Ambrose Hilton, cash.
Yeah. His first 3 of the season. He didn't think about it. The kick out was there, the catch was there, the shot was made.
More importantly, that the first make from deep for the River Lions, or the Honey Badgers. Ice is broken. Here's Mula. Couple of defensive stops here for Brampton. Noli. Getting too fancy with it up top, almost lost control. This time cuts towards the middle, inside, and Noli was bumped. So the momentum slightly shifting here, Joe.
6-0 run after the timeout, after the technical.
Noli at the line now. Boy, something like that can change the outcome of a game so quickly.
Well, they came out a different group. They played some defense. They've had a defensive run. They've made some shots.
Noli at the line. Well, Honey Badgers fans, Canada's Pro Basketball League is back. You can experience it live from the CAA Center all season. Scan the QR code or visit honeybadgers.ca/tickets today. So Noli knocks a pair. Riverline's with a offensive possession here, trying to stop the bleeding. Nice dribbling here from Carey, and Noli got a hand on it. Tipped down low, out of bounds. It'll be Honey Badger basketball.
Yeah, not a great possession. The ball didn't see side to side, saw the middle of the floor. Got that feeling, like that poke the bear mentality a little bit. This Brampton team looks like as aggressive as they've been all game.
Largest lead of the game was 25 for Niagara, now down to 17. Noli pushing inside, good defense there. Carey stripped him, and Noli will take the personal.
Yeah, Noli takes the personal, takes a take foul, stops transition.
So his second personal. First team foul for Brampton of the quarter. Little jet sweep action here from Niagara. Ahmad. Ambrose Hilton and Moncrief double team. Ahmad dribbling into the backcourt, and the official makes the call.
So the little bit of what they did earlier when Niagara did to Cameron Tyson, showing 2 bodies, they showed 2 there.
Now these first couple of runs in a row that we've seen Niagara struggle in this entire game, as Lufile and Hollis will check back into the game here. Mula and Ahmad coming out of the game.
And sometimes when you take a technical, you bring your attention upon yourself there. And it looked like Ahmad had some contact on that play, but.
So he'll take a seat for a moment. Ambrose Hilton, late on the pass, got lucky on the kick ball there. Moncrief was lurking back door, 14 on the shot clock, 6 even to go in the quarter. Here's Hunter up top. Brampton needs it. Not going to get it this time. Tyson offensive board. He was hit from behind. Ambrose Hilton out to Tyson. Deep. Good. 3, Cam Tyson.
Yeah, you got to like that feeling. They worked hard on the rebound there, got Tyson the second chance opportunity.
So Tyson fired up on the floor as Brampton chipping away here. Now just a 14-point lead. Tyson big on this offensive possession.
So what's happened after Niagara scores, goes up 25, scores and gets the technical? Brampton comes back on an 11-0 run.
Well, we wondered before the game with Sean East, again, if you're just joining us, gone at NBA summer workouts with the Denver Nuggets, who would take charge here for this Brampton team. And Cam Tyson with some early fouls, but looks like he's finding his groove here.
Yeah, and I think, you know, you go back to this last couple minutes, it's just been a team effort. You got offensive runs and defensive runs, and this is a combination of both. They've done a nice job on the defensive side, created turnovers, and then created a second chance opportunity right now to get Tyson. That's his first solid look since the beginning of the game.
So Tyson with a solid effort here with now 6 points. Still playing with those 2 fouls, but another Honey Badger that has gotten going here as Kimball McKenzie will try to draw up a defensive plan here as a whole for this third quarter for Niagara.
This is where Niagara right now has to come around with using some guys here. You know, the only person to get to the free throw line for them has been Khalil Ahmad. They've got to get some other people to step up right now. They've been very good after timeout, so let's see what they got here.
Ahmad, 23 points, 21 minutes so far. He's out of the game right now. Here's Carey. Picked up his dribble. Kayo, 3. And he stuffed it. Ball is loose. There's Hunter. Brampton gets another stop. Hunter guarded by Kennedy. Moncrief. They'd love to get him going, just 2 points. Tyson over top of Kennedy. Moncrief trying to keep it in bounds. And a flop warning given to Tyson, who was trying to sell the call on that three-pointer.
Yeah, if you're Niagara, what you need is you can't settle. You need to run stuff where you can attack. Right now, Brampton is dictating what Niagara can do. Looks like a change of defense here, 2-3 zone for Brampton. Now the hard part here is you've got a couple guys who've just been with the team recently, but they got Niagara to think.
Tyson clapping his hands, he wants that intensity. Here's Hollis. Up top, Carey. Over to Kennedy. Kayo. Trying to work inside, and 3 in the key is called. Lufile lurking in the middle of the key there, and it'll go the other way.
And every player who touched the ball for Niagara, nobody caught the ball ready to shoot. Everybody needed the dribble or the pause. Good defense, good changeup by Brampton.
So the offense slowed down there by that 2-3 zone. Here's Hunter. Noli goes behind the back, steps back, and Kayo has the rebound. That's his 4th board. Kennedy trying to rush once again. Riverline's looking to pass. Here's Hollis. Kennedy, 10 on the shot clock, trying to drive inside, steps into it, and Prince is there, grabs it with 2 hands. Tyson.
Great defense by Brampton. Again, keeping Niagara on the perimeter.
Tyson has the edge, inside, Prince up with the right, off the back rim, and he's got the offensive board, and it'll go out of bounds as Taj Green will come back into the game for Brampton.
Offensive rebounding has been a key for Brampton this quarter.
And it looks like Brampton just went to that 2-3 zone for 1 defensive possession, then swapped back to man there.
Niagara stuck on 59 there for 6 possessions.
Here's Hunter calling for the screen. Odro's got it. Odro down the middle of the key, and he put it short. Hollis trying to go to the rack, and Green grabbed his wrist on the way up. So Green picks up his, they're going to give that to Hunter. So that's his 2nd personal. Good thing that wasn't on Green for Brampton's sake. That would have been his 3rd. But
one of the few times Niagara needs to get themselves in the paint. There they do it in secondary offense in their transition.
Hollis at the line, 79% from the stripe, knocks down the first. He had season highs last outing, 22 points, 8 made field goals. Guy that's been around the league. Third season in the CEBL. Stints with Vancouver in the first and second seasons, and now trying to find a home here in Niagara. Great, sorry, thanks. Here's Hunter. Ball on the perimeter. Tyrese Hunter on 6 points, trying to drive inside into the corner. Omajafo. Struggles continue from deep for Brampton. Carey. Kyle trying to go to work on Green, steps back, left it short. Omajafo running downhill, hit the deck, lost control. Niagara with numbers. It's a 5-on-2. Hollis settles for the 3, and he stuffed it. Omajafo. He's got Tyson with him. Here's Hunter, 3. Yes!
Yeah. And if the basketball gods were ever alive, 5-on-2, a pull-up 3, yeah, you got paid back on the other end. Bad decision by Niagara on the 5-on-2. Great run out by Brampton.
Here's Hollis dishing it down low. Kayo trying to create space into the corner. Kennedy responds.
Niagara needed that desperately.
64-48, lead restored to 16. 2:30 to go in the quarter. Inside and trying to tip it in is Green, no luck, and a foul is called.
So we said early in the game, in the keys to the game, you got to rebound with 5. Niagara's got guards out here at the 3-point line at half court. When the ball's going up in the first half, they had all 5 of their players inside the paint rebounding.
So they pulled up a little bit.
Funny, it's a funny game. You start playing against the score, and all of a sudden wheels start falling off. You start doing bad things. Momentum changes all the time.
No, Green at the line. Well, secure your seats today for numerous theme games throughout the season as the River Lions look for the three-peat. Tickets available at riverlions.ca/tickets. What an awesome run for this Niagara team the last couple of years, led by Victor Razzo, who is the longest tenured coach in the Canadian Elite Basketball League, one of the most decorated as well. Now the keys in the hands of Kimball McKenzie.
How about being your first coaching job?
He's intense and he's always into it. And he's done a darn good job so far. Finally getting all these pieces back he wants. Here's Ahmad, hand in his face, no problem for the Lion King.
That's a tough shot. That had everything going Brampton's way.
Ahmad up to 26 points. His career high's 37 back in 2022. Here's Ambrose Hilton, pushing it through.
Elijah Lafili got caught watching the basketball there, and Ambrose Hilton just slid in there.
15-point lead. Here's Ahmad. He's got the hot hand. Moncrief out on the perimeter. Khalil slapping Moncrief's hand, and he put it long. Lufile's got the offensive board. And the shot clock did not reset. So it did hit the rim on the other side after Ahmad let the shot go. So the clock will be reset to 14 seconds, officials confirming.
Yeah.
It certainly did hit the rim.
Good catch by the officials.
Yeah, not often does Khalil Ahmad miss the cylinder as a whole, so. History would tell you that hit the rim, and the officials say, yeah, it did. Here's Ahmad. Lufile, just enough space for Khalil. All day breakfast, Khalil cooking it up.
Yeah, good read by Niagara. Brampton goes into a 2-3 zone. They pin the corner. Inbounder gets the easy shot.
Ahmad up to 29 now. He is taking over. In transition, Lufile got a dive to keep it in bounds. He goes into the front row and goes out of bounds. So a turnover for Niagara in transition.
Yeah, that was a bullet pass.
Now you've got a 6'7" Elijah Lufile chasing it down. Surprised everybody in the front row there didn't clear out when he hit the baseline. Final 60 seconds of the third quarter. Ambrose Hilton down low, gets Lowell off his feet. Bills and the loose change for Keon.
Yeah, Ambrose Hilton on a nice roll, good catch, nice patience. The only way you can stop a big when you're undersized is you got to rotate, but you got to step up and stop them as they go to the basket before they get there. Once they get there, God bless them with size, baby.
So Ambrose Hilton trying to complete the three-point play, and he does. He's up to 13 points now. So he's done his job on the offensive end.
So Niagara will try to eat up clock here.
Here's Ahmad cutting in the middle of the key. TJ Lall, shot fake, takes a step in and knocks it down.
What a great step in by TJ Lall. Good execution from Niagara.
Noli deep. Couldn't hit, and Ahmad with an easy board. He wants to push, almost turned over. Noli saves it. Here's Omajafo, stepping to his right, hits the deck. And a foul is called. So good effort there from Noli on the defensive end, leads to a chance at free throws for Omajafo.
Khalil Ahmad's third foul. What a great steal by Noli here, coming right at us. He was going to wipe you out, and I got excited about the catch.
So Odro coming back in the game here, 23.2 to go in the quarter as Ambrose Hilton will get a breather. Brampton, 24 of 25 from the free throw line tonight, 96%. So they've taken care of business at the stripe. Omajafo now 7 of 7.
So right now, 23.2 seconds. Look for Niagara to get the last shot off with about a second or two on the clock. And they're going to try to double dip because they start the fourth quarter with the ball.
Trying to stack possessions. Ahmad.
Just getting it over.
Final 10 seconds of the quarter. Khalil Ahmad has taken over the ball game. Does he have another bucket in him? Weaves inside, up with the right, can't hit. Green's got to go, 2 seconds. Green. Omajafo, good if it goes. And just to the right of the rim. Third quarter comes to a close, 72-57. Niagara on top of Brampton here in the Flower City. We're going to take a short break, fourth quarter, and target score time coming your way in just a minute. Stick around. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
You don't just fuel your body. You fuel your drive. We're not here to preach hustle. We're here for the ones who show up. You know who you are. The moms who make mornings feel like magic. The runners lacing up before the scroll. The dreamers writing it down before it's real. And we're here for you. Real fruit, real fuel. Booster Juice. Fuel for what's next.
Did you know that every CEBL game ends on a game-winning bucket? Yep, every single one. That's because we use something called target score ending, a thrilling twist that keeps fans locked in till the final shot. So what is the target score ending? Here's how it works. The first time the clock stops with 4 minutes or less left in the fourth quarter, the game clock is turned off. We enter target score time. We take the leading team's score, add 9 points, and that becomes the target score. Let's say it's 91-80. That means the first team to hit 100 wins. No ticking clock, no intentional fouls, just pure clutch basketball. It's fast, it's electric, and it guarantees that every game ends with a bang. Experience the target score ending this CEBL season.
29 points for Khalil Ahmad and a 15-point lead for the Niagara River Lions after 3 quarters of play back inside the CAA Center. Matt Bonomi alongside Joe Razzo and Dee Balsera. Thanks for joining us here on this Monday night of CEBL action. And Khalil Ahmad, 4 3-pointers, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. He's having it his way tonight.
What Niagara has to do is they've got to make sure that they don't just defer to Khalil. The other guys have to make sure they step up and take care of business. TJ Lull's substitution was so important for them, I thought, in the end of that third quarter.
All right, let's check in with Dee, who's standing by.
Yeah, I was just on the Brampton sidelines, coach telling his guys, hey, we need to start flying around, and every time we get a stop, we need to just go on offense. Don't think twice. We need to start speeding up this game, and it's going to take one play at a time. Back to you, Matt.
Lull with an acrobatic cut through the middle of the key. Ambrose Hilton, Honey Badgers trying to push in transition. Green was lurking, open for half a second. Noli. Ambrose Hilton on the roll. Keon evades his man, stuffed the layup. Hollis in transition. Green chasing from behind. Topside triple. Warren's making it look easy.
Yeah, good defense by Niagara. Good shot selection by Niagara to start the fourth.
Quick 5-0 run. Noli stepping back over top of Ahmad. And Noli, good defense. Tough opportunity on the offensive end, I should say.
Yeah, ISO basketball off the top without any movement is the easiest to guard because you can build your defense from it.
Lead back up to 20. Largest lead of the game was 25 for Niagara. Here's Ahmad. 8 points off his career high. Got the mismatch here on Ambrose Hilton. Ahmad inside. Mula couldn't hit the reverse layup. Tyson's got it. He's quickly double teamed. Got to get rid of it. And a foul is called. And this will be on Cameron Warrens.
Brampton does a great job going that 2-3 zone. Ahmad got to the middle there, and in the dunker spot, J.D. Mula did a nice job of showing himself and just missed the reverse bunny.
Warren's third personal foul. As Moncrief checks back into the game for Brampton. Lull guarding Moncrief. Here's Noli, quick release. Brampton needed it, and they get it.
One of the few real easy shots, the offensive set that Brampton has had.
TJ Lull, 7 points off the bench. Been solid all around. Here's Ahmad. Trying to go to work. Couple dribbles between the legs into the corner. Warren, sky high triple, yes!
And that's everybody for Brampton. You got to collapse because you're worried about Ahmad going middle. He does a nice job of finding the shooter.
Noli high steps and responds with a bang.
Nothing is more confident than making your last shot, and Noli's now sunk 2 in a row.
Starting to feel himself here. Here's Ahmad, once again guarded by Moncrief. Khalil, hand in his face, in and out. Noli's got the board. Noli high stepping down the court inside, and Green tied up there with Law, who will pick up his 4th personal.
You know, Coach McKenzie talked about the good communication his team had defensively. That was an example where they didn't communicate. They didn't get back and build. 2 guys were on the ball, a little casual on the defensive transition.
Well, the Niagara River Lions head home for their next game on Friday, where they will welcome the Saskatoon Mamba at the Meridian Center for a school day game matchup. Tip-off at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And on Wednesday, the Brampton Honey Badgers will take on the road next and head to Alberta, where they will go against Rugsy Miller Moore in the Calgary Surge at the Winsport Event Center. Action begins 7:30 Mountain, 9:30 Eastern. Hunter coming in after the make there.
So look at the pressure now. You got Omojofa and Hunter on the floor. You've got Ahmad off.
Carey. Doing the ball handling now with Ahmad on the bench. Niagara moving it. Here's Kennedy now. Mula coming to set the screen. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Kennedy up top. Trying to find the lane. Tough shot. Fading. No good. Kayo chasing it down. And it'll be Brampton ball.
Yeah, good defensive series there for Brampton. No penetration. They stayed honest. Good stop.
Moncrief doing the ball handling. We haven't seen this often. Omojafo and Hunter diving to set screens here. Moncrief, nice feedback door, and Omojafo was left under the net. Mula can't believe it, but he's just picked up a personal foul.
But how about Omojafo always attacking the basket? Great catch and attack. I'm surprised there that he wasn't in the act of shooting.
Mula picking up his third personal. So to be on the baseline. Quick pass. Noli's got the hot hand. Can't hit this time. Mula's got the bowl. Here's Carey. Warrants trying to power his way inside. Fading away. Noli has been involved on both ends of the floor. Now he's going to try to slip inside. Moncrief takes the rock and takes it to the rack. So a timeout on the floor, and the lead now down to 14 with just over 2 minutes before target score time. And Matthew Moncrief sneaking in.
Yeah, they split the defense. It starts with Noli, and he makes a nice find, and Moncrief just goes in. They're playing without a true big right now. Moncrief's their four-man. They play him at the post.
So Moncrief with points 3 and 4 as the Honey Badgers still staring a double-digit deficit down the barrel right now. But they're showing signs of life here, Joe. They just need to keep chipping away. And those moments when Khalil Ahmad is not on the floor are so important.
Yeah, but it's right now, if you look at this part of this game, it's this pre-target score timeout. So let's say 218 plus. Right now for Brampton, they have to win this 218. They've got to make a defensive stop. They've got to take advantage of the situation right now. But they've got to win this thing and extend it. The other thing that they want to do is they want to do exactly what they're doing on the foul board. They don't want to foul. They don't want to give Niagara an opportunity once it gets the target score to use the foul shots against them. So right now, 218 plus, play defense if you're Brampton. Don't go hunting for shots. Let it all come to you. You might be able to get this under 10.
So Brampton is +1 this quarter. They actually won the third quarter as well, 23-18, leading 9-8 in this frame as well, but Niagara still holding on to that lead. And they're not eager to give it up. Here's Warrens inside, had a shot for half a second, swinging it. Kayo, shot fake, now launches and hits. Nathan Kayo needed that bucket and he got it, now up to 11 points.
And Niagara needed that bucket. They moved them down, they used lots of time on the clock, and they used the pass to get themselves an easy shot.
Noli wanted to find Hunter down low. Now he'll fire. Can't get the friendly roll, and Moncrief was playing it off the rim, but couldn't buy one. Here's Kayo again. Mula down low, off the glass. Head coach Alex Serta upset with the defensive effort here by his team. Some words for the official and a timeout on the floor.
Matt, I got to talk about screens because, someone invented this ghost screen where you fake the screen and you go to a shot, but people aren't completing the screens. Finish the screens. We saw a great example of what happens when you finish a screen. Set the screen, make the next person guard the person. Now you've got a mismatch. That's where you get your drive. I'm watching people play and I'm thinking, set the screen and finish it. Don't worry about the next part of the play. Set the screen. And I'm just looking at people and it's almost like a fake here, a fake here. I call them kiss your sister screens. No, you're out there to set a screen. Use it, make it, take it to your advantage.
So a 85-66 lead here for Niagara. A lot of kiss your sister screens here at the CAA Center tonight.
No, it's part of the game that's just really changed. It used to be, especially now when you're trying to isolate mismatches and teams are switching, a good solid screen sets the isolation. Now you've got the opportunity to play through the match you wanted.
For the physical aspect of the game and the strategic side of a screen, undervalued. Lamont has done a good job of switching off players tonight. A couple of screens trying to be set here, some confusion. Ambrose Hilton now does set the screen into the corner. Omojafo driving on the reverse, and he was hit on the way up.
Similar to the drive he had earlier down the baseline.
2 shots coming for Josh.
Man, the confidence you get because you're a great free throw shooter. Like, you go in there with reckless abandon because you know that you're going to get 2 free ones at the line.
And what about the confidence that you have when someone in the crowd is wearing your university jersey? Josh Omojafo, there's a fan out here that was shooting half-court shots wearing the South Florida college jersey that Josh once wore.
See, the nice thing about Josh, you could wear 3 ones because he played at Gannon, he played at Robert Morris, and he played at South Florida.
Omojafo could be your whole jersey collection.
What a good rookie in the CEBL.
You know, the only difference was that guy didn't hit any half-court shots, and Josh has one this year in a game, so. That fan didn't quite have it all. Here's Carey. Long back in the game, checked in a minute ago, trying to go to work on Ambrose Hilton. Warren's triple, no good. No one there to rebound for Brampton. Warren's taking advantage. Couldn't hit the second time, and Warren's a little physical there with Ambrose Hilton on the rebound.
Yeah. A great rebound by Warren's, but he's got to know time and score too.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to know that they're trying to get this thing under 4 minutes. He's got to know to kick it out, and then after he misses the layup, he goes and commits the foul, and if you look at the foul count, it's 5-0. So now Brampton's shooting the penalty.
So Green back in for Brampton, Ahmad back in for Niagara, and Ambrose Hilton misses the first free throw. So as Joe is alluding to here, the fouls continue and carry over into target score time. So everything means something in the Canadian Elite Basketball League. Ambrose Hilton trying to split the pair. Does so. Noli picking up Carey full court. Good job there by Carey handling the rock. Kayo not wasting any time, driving inside. Foul is called, and it'll either be on Green or Ambrose Hilton. It looks like it's going to be on Green. That's his 3rd personal.
Nathan Kyle sometimes is a coach's tease. When he gets the ball, he's incredibly athletic, and he can do some great, great things. He's got to take that off the basketball, too.
Here's Ahmad off the inbound. Oh, you bet. Khalil Ahmad shaking the defender.
Tough. Niagara's been very good on out-of-bounds plays.
And Khalil Ahmad has been good at everything tonight. He's got 32. And a bucket at the other end for Brampton as Omojafo lays it in. 18-point lead coming up on the 4-minute mark. Next whistle will give us our target score time. Here's Kennedy fading, ripping it.
There's a great punch by Kennedy. Off the wing. It was one of the few times a Niagara player has gone to the middle, and they found him.
Omojafo in and out on the 3. Ambrose Hilton bats it to Noli. Fakes once, fires twice, and hits.
So strategy would have Niagara foul, but because they're in the penalty, a foul means 2 points.
Here's Ahmad driving the middle of the key, hesitating and getting the roll. Khalil with a flex.
And Brampton doesn't want to foul because they don't want to stop the game.
This might be the first time we've seen this. Here's Noli firing other side of the floor, won't hit. Slowing things down now is Carey.
And because Niagara used a timeout, they don't want to use a timeout on a score.
Here's Ahmad. Deep 3, Khalil off the front rim. Omojafo chasing it down. Carey and Ahmad chasing, but Oma Jaffo puts it through 2 defenders.
So that's 5 points. Brampton has scored now in the target time activation period.
Yeah, we're about a minute and a half under 4 minutes. Still no whistle. Carey really taking his time now. 5 seconds on the shot clock. He's got 2 men on him. Carey, too strong, and Kayo down low, but it's going to be a shot clock violation, which brings us finally to our target score time. 9 added to 92 is 101. The first to 101 takes all the marbles here at the CAA Center. We're going to take a short break. Stick around. It's target score time. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
Doesn't matter. 37's the record.
Let's bring it on. It's game time. It's showtime. Oh, and it goes. Nick Hornsby. Here's Oakland for the win.
You gotta love a Canadian boost.
Two hands. Me. Oh, what a block from behind.
Next bucket wins.
Target score time is the best time of a game. The energy, the drama.
That anything can happen. Oh, my goodness. Can you believe this guy?
Big players step up in big time.
He is cooking.
It's target score time here at the CAA Center. The Niagara River Lions 92, the Brampton Honey Badgers 75. First to 101 points takes the win. Mapanoni alongside Joe Razzo with D-Ball Sarah. Boy, this game has been exciting for a number of reasons. Khalil Ahmad has flexed multiple times on the offensive end. The Honey Badgers have tried to claw back into it, but Niagara is standing tall.
So Brampton on the floor with Noli at the point guard position.
Brampton needed a big bucket, and Cam Tyson gives it to him.
Cam Tyson just needs a little bit of space.
Up to 9 points. Tyson's played about 31 minutes. Here's Ahmad. Khalil Ahmad working on 34. Now he's got 37.
And that's one of that bad offensive set, but the magic is that he's got the ball.
Khalil Ahmad has just tied his career high 37 points. Here's Tyson, no space. Here's Ahmad. He's done everything tonight. Kayo thought about the three. Kayo fading, and good defense there from Green. Hollis went out instead. Down low to Ambrose Hilton. He's got to keep it in bounds. Green challenging down low, and he's fouled.
And if you're Niagara, here's the hustle by Brampton. You've got Hollis and Kayo upset at the no call, walking down the floor. That's a recipe for disaster.
So Brampton takes advantage as Elijah Lufile will come back into the game.
Man, I like the fight in this Brampton team right now.
So Taj Green at the free throw line.
Now, one of the things you always got to remember about substitutions, you've got to keep two Canadians on the floor all the time. So it's not just strategy here. The rules tell you you've got to have two Canadians on the floor, so you got to mix and match properly.
So that last foul was on J.D. Mula, who picked up his 5th disqualifying. So a Canadian option there out of Ottawa. Now no longer available. Hollis up with the left, too strong. Numbers for Brampton if they go. Here's Ambrose Hilton cutting inside. Oh, the big man showing off the handles.
Yeah, Brampton deciding to face guard Khalil Ahmad here.
Here's Kayo. Inside to Lufile. Noli wanted a jump ball. Instead, he's about to pick up his 3rd personal foul.
The thing about target time is once you start playing against the score and you start going off of what you do as a team, man, I've just seen it way too many times. Bad things happen.
You get in trouble quick. We saw Saskatoon do that in Scarborough earlier this year. It was a 19-point comeback for the Shooting Stars as Lufile knocks down the first.
There is no room for egos in target time.
So Lufile, his first point of the night. He's got 3 rings, Elijah. 1 with Scarborough, 2 with Niagara. Back-to-back-to-back champ he is. 3 is actually the highest total in the Canadian Elite Basketball League. So he's all on his own on that championship pedestal as a foul is called. Noli will now head to the line.
That's Ahmad's 4th.
So that's the only black eye on Khalil Ahmad's night so far.
So we have played almost 18 minutes of regulation time, or 8 minutes in that 4th quarter, in the target time, and Brampton's only committed 2 fouls. That has allowed them to just chip away at this.
Noli knocks down. Brampton now 31 for 36 from the line. Hits both. Lead back to 14. Niagara 4 points away. Here's Ahmad. Khalil Ahmad driving inside, too strong. Lufile's got it. Kayo 3. No good, and elevating there is Green.
Oh, Ahmad almost picked up his 5th there.
Green and Ahmad pat each other on the back there, smiling on the way back to the defensive end. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Omajafo. He's got 17 points, 6 boards, looking to the bench for some instruction. Omajafo challenging Ahmad inside. 2 seconds. Tyson's got to get it up. Can't hit the rim. And here we go. Back the other way. Kennedy taking off and throwing it down.
What a pass by Hollis. Falling backwards. There's a high school quarterback who showed he can do it. What an outlet.
River Lions now 2 points away as Omajafo was fouled.
Okay, on that play, that rebound, Hollis gets it. The shot clock violation is going to happen.
As we take another look at this dunk here by Kennedy in the feed.
Okay, the first part is the pass. Watch the shot clock violation. He's falling backwards, throws it right-handed. Kennedy goes down and finishes it with a flush. But Curtis Hollis was a great high school quarterback in Texas. Told me once he could throw the ball 75, 80 yards. He was coming out, he didn't know out of high school, didn't know if he was going to be a basketball player or a football quarterback.
Well, Niagara's certainly happy that he chose basketball. That was a dart down the court. Second free throw, no good there from Omajafo. Lufile's got it, trying to keep it in bounds. Niagara single bucket away.
I think I know who I want to have the ball.
Here's Hollis inside to seal it. Yes, as the champs show their teeth. Niagara storms into Brampton and takes the win.
Yeah, real good effort by Niagara. Team that was searching for some identity. Looks like they found it these last 2 games on the defensive end.
101-84 the final, as Curtis Hollis picks up his first target score time winner of the season on that layup right there, blowing by a defender for an easy 2. So Hollis finishing with 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists, but points 5 and 6, the important ones for him on the night, and a very impressive outing here by Niagara.
Yeah, if this was a band, everybody showed up, but the star singer was there for Niagara and Khalil Ahmad. This was impressive. Their depth showed today, their defense showed, and Khalil Ahmad was very, very difficult.
So Khalil Ahmad with a game high, ties his career high, 37 points, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds. That's a career high in the point category. He did it all tonight. And he earns our Booster Juice Player of the Game. It's Khalil Ahmad standing by with D.
Khalil, have yourself a night. 37 points, which ties your career high in the CEBL. And if that isn't enough, 9 assists and 6 rebounds as well. It seemed from the get-go, you had 13 points in that first quarter, that you were extra motivated for this game. Talk about your aggression coming into this game.
I mean, Brampton's a really good team this year, so, we had to come out hot, aggressive, and that's what we did.
Now, this is a Brampton team that you stifled on defense. I think they only hit 2 or 3 threes in that first half. Talk about the aggression and defense and the attention that you were paying going into this one.
I mean, we had our scout, we followed it to a T, and we got a good result. So, we got to keep that going.
Last question to you. This is only your 3rd game with your new coach, former teammate Kimball McKenzie. How would you evaluate how he's done so far?
10 out of 10. I mean, he has amazing basketball knowledge. He brings the energy every single day, and, he's there for us no matter what. So that's all you can ask for in a coach.
Khalil, it's great to have you back. Enjoy the rest.
The Lion King with a big outing here in Brampton. 101-84, the final. Niagara taking down Brampton. We're going to take a short break down the game on the other side. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
Looking to level up your future? Algoma University's Brampton campus is where ambition meets opportunity. Study in-demand programs like business, computer science, and psychology right in downtown Brampton. We offer the most affordable tuition in Ontario and are ranked #1 in Canada for scholarships and bursaries. Small classes, big support, real success. Algoma University Brampton. Success within reach.
CA.
At Cal Tire, we're here to drive the best value around with free rotations, price match, 0% financing, and free flat repairs. We take care of it all for the life of your tires. Chat with our team at caltire.com.
High-octane fun for the whole family. Motorsports events line up all summer long. Everything from drag racing, drifting, and everything in between. Test your skills on our private track with your own vehicle, or try out our powerful F2000s. We're just 90 minutes from Toronto and the Niagara region. Go to our website for upcoming event info. Toronto Motorsports Park Cayuga is a proud sponsor of Niagara River Lions basketball.
CEBL triple header action continues tonight as Matthew Cleveland and the Ottawa Blackjacks face off against Tevian Jones and the Saskatoon Mamba for the first CEBL game at Merlis Belcher Place. Tip-off starting shortly, and Miles Powell and the Scarborough Shooting Stars are in Vancouver to take on Mitch Creek and the Vancouver Bandits in a potential CEBL Finals preview. Action begins at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Catch all the CEBL action on CEBL Plus, CBC Gem, and YouTube. Well, Joe, Niagara comes into Brampton. They take care of business. Khalil Ahmad at the forefront of this ball game, and he really showed out tonight.
Yeah, from start to finish. You know, first impressions are everlasting. He left a first impression with those first 8 points, and he just kept building on it. But he put up some crooked numbers in assists, in rebounds, fouls drawn. He had a great day, but his supporting cast, they showed up.
37 points for Ahmad, 9 assists and 6 rebounds. You talk about supporting cast. What about 19 points for Keontae Kennedy, including 5 boards? He was strong as well.
Yeah, and a quiet 19. You know, he shows himself. He gets to the rim. And comes target score time, he knows where the rim is.
And this Niagara team really putting the rest of the Eastern Conference on alert here. A lot of powerful offensive potential that Kimball McKenzie has unlocked in the early part of the season.
Yeah, but they had to get to Mount 500. You know, they're back there now, so you know they need the run. They were behind, and they've got to build some confidence right now. They've got a big school day game coming on Friday.
They make it 2 wins in a row, 5-5. The Honey Badgers on the other side of things go to 7-3. A good effort tonight from Lander Zanoli, who had 20, but not quite enough for Alex Serta's squad.
Yeah, but 20 in his first appearance, so that's just going to get better. He got better as the game went on. He got more complete with this team. They're going to be fine. They're off for a road trip tomorrow. They're a good team. They're going to be solid.
Final score, the Niagara River Lions 101, the Brampton Honey Badgers 84. Khalil Ahmad had his way in the Flower City. The vet, the Lion King, the superstar takes care of business on the road. 37 points to will the River Lions to their second straight win. For my partner Joe Rasso, our sideline guy Dee Balsera, our producer Mason, I'm Matt Benoli saying so long and thanks for choosing the Canadian Elite Basketball.
Knock 'em out the world, knock 'em out the world, knock 'em out the world with your pep talk time for some action.